one of the most selfish things, or false selfish things, I could say. Again, yeah, a selfie, it's a false selfie. You can look at it like that. It's a false selfie. So one of the most selfish things you could do is think that you own something. Think that you possess love, or that you own hate, or that you own sadness. People that feel like they're that this they've felt sadness go through them, that they own that, that that is a part of them because it went through them, and they make it a part of them at that point because they let it continue to cycle back through them. So you more so have a sadness receptor or reader in a sense, or sexual reader, love reader. If you can look at that, the body itself is absorbing these things and it's flowing through the body, these energies, and you can choose to hold on to them if you like, but they don't. You don't own them. They are energies that exist that we experience. So, because we are energies that exist that experience. So, and this is another thing too when it comes to love. For people, they have to understand where things emanate from. Because sometimes you could feel, and it's regardless, it's your own love, because it's still emanating from self. But as far as the vessels it comes through, and which one is coming through first, other people might just be vents from what's coming through you. So you can feel your own love flow through someone else back to you. You be with someone and you feel a sensation flow through the room or through you, and it's likely to be mutual feeling. It's likely to flow through both of y'all. But you don't own that. It's just flowing through you, and that's just an energy that you can expand on and build. And it just when the expansion stops, that's when change has to be made. Something has to change for the expansion to continue. Because you can look at life itself as expansion and contraction, but the more energy we create, that's more expansion to life itself. So the more energy created means the more experience, because we ourselves are energy. So the more energy we create, more wavelengths we create, more frequencies we create. That means there's more waves to ride, more experiences, more of those energies being personified and grounded on Earth. So a certain energy is expanded upon. Another level of the energy is expanded upon. You expand your own energy. You've brought more energy into this existence. So you've created more consciousness in this existence. And as you expand, the subconscious also expands. And you pretty much just go through a flow of reaching that point. It's like, I'm trying to look up an analogy for it, but it's just the consciousness is there, the subconscious is here, and you reach it, and it's just constant expansion, just constant expansion. But once the expansion stops, then there's no flow. So you gotta look at it more so like people will always want to jump ride with you when you're going downhill. You look at people, and people think downhill is such a bad thing, but downhill is the fun ride. The peak is great. It's nice to be at the top of the mountaintop temporarily, but downhill is fun. The valley ain't so bad. The valley's warm. It has what it has in the valley. But the uphill is when those people are with you on the uphill. Those are the people that you kind of have to really appreciate in a sense, or entities, however you want to look at it, if you want to even call them people. But that has everything to do with expansion. The more you expand on something, the more you expand on an energy, whether it's a love energy with a person. See, if people are constantly giving in and constantly releasing this energy through the sexual organs, just constantly releasing the energy, it's not being guided and directed and used in a conscious way, and the male will likely burn out. He's just giving off so much energy. And most females don't know how to harness it. They don't know anything about it. And you have two people that are basically just burning out, magnetically burning out. So the expansion, we can't expand anymore. We just burn out, and we live acidic. We're living acidic instead of being alkaline, energetic batteries. So when the expansion can no longer continue. When the downhill journey is finished, when you're just blowing energy, you're going to reach that bottom to where you have to die, and death is what you make it. You will either have to literally die, what people call death, or make some type of change to your persona where the old persona or old you is dead, and then it's a new one. and you can't hold on. Whatever you hold on to will just create baggage for the next life or this next segment in life. So you're just holding on to baggage at that point from last life. So if you look at somebody obese, they're just holding on to things from past segments or past lives, whatever you want to call it, however you want to identify that. So that's a quick little bit.